Imagine biting into a juicy apple. Can you almost taste its sweetness? Now, what if we told you that taste is more than just a simple sensation? It's a complex process involving multiple senses, all working together to create our perceptions of flavor. It's a science, a fascinating journey that takes us from the very basics of taste perception to the intriguing world of food pairings, and even into the psychology of taste. So buckle up and prepare for a delicious adventure into the science of taste and flavor. Our taste journey begins with understanding the 5 primary tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Sweet is often associated with pleasurable experiences. Think of your favorite dessert. Sour, on the other hand, is the tanginess you experience, like when you bite into a fresh lemon. Salty, as you may guess, is the taste you get from foods like pretzels or potato chips. Bitter tastes, like black coffee or dark chocolate, often act as a warning of potential toxins. Lastly, umami, a Japanese word meaning pleasant savory taste, is the meaty, broth-like taste associated with foods rich in glutamate, like tomatoes and cheese. Now let's talk about taste buds. These tiny sensory organs on our tongue detect these tastes and send signals to our brain. Every taste bud contains 50 to 100 taste cells representing all 5 taste sensations. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, as taste is not a solo act. It's a sensory ensemble. Did you know that our nose plays a starring role in our perception of flavor? That's right, taste and smell are like the dynamic duo of our sensory experience. When we eat, it's not just our taste buds at work. Our noses play a vital part too. Here's how it works. As we chew and swallow, volatile compounds from our food are released. These compounds journey upwards into our nasal cavity to the olfactory receptors. This is where the magic happens. These receptors identify the different aromas, sending a signal to our brain to interpret these as specific flavors. This combination of taste and smell gives us the complex, delightful, and sometimes surprising flavors we experience when we eat. It's why a fresh apple pie can take you back to your grandmother's kitchen, or why the scent of a sizzling steak can make your mouth water. So the next time you savor your favorite dish, remember that your nose is working overtime. Ever wondered why your friend craves spicy food while you can't stand it? The answer lies in our genes and environment. You see, our taste preferences are influenced by a variety of factors, starting with our genetic makeup. Some of us are born as super tasters, with a heightened sensitivity to flavors, particularly bitterness. On the other hand, some people have a genetic predisposition to prefer sweet or salty foods. But our genes are just one piece of the puzzle. Cultural influences also play a huge role. For example, if you grew up in a household where spicy food was the norm, you're likely to have a higher tolerance for heat. Childhood experiences with food can also shape our adult preferences. Did you know that repeated exposure to certain tastes can actually make them more appealing? And let's not forget environmental factors. Seasonal availability, local produce, and even climate can influence what we find tasty. So it's no surprise that taste preferences are as unique as our fingerprints. Why do some foods taste better together while others don't? Welcome to the world of flavor pairing. The art of combining foods to create a symphony of taste is rooted in science. It's all about balance, harmony, and contrast. Take the classic pairing of strawberries and cream. The sweetness of the strawberries is complemented by the richness and fat content of the cream. This combination creates a balanced experience that is satisfying to our taste buds. Another example is the pairing of red wine and steak. The tannins in red wine, which can be bitter and astringent, are softened by the fatty, savory flavors of the steak. This synergy enhances the overall taste experience. This is no accident. It's the result of complex chemical interactions that occur when we combine certain foods. These interactions can enhance, balance, or contrast the flavors, creating a more enjoyable eating experience. So the next time you enjoy a classic food pairing, remember there's a science behind that delicious harmony. How does our mind influence our taste perception? Let's dive into the fascinating world of taste illusions. Our minds can significantly shape how we perceive flavors. Mood, for instance, can affect how we taste. Ever noticed how comfort food tastes better when we're feeling down? That's because our emotional state can heighten certain taste experiences. Then there's the power of expectation. If we think a dish will taste good, our brains can actually enhance the flavor. Similarly, a beautifully presented dish can taste better than a haphazardly arranged one. Our brains perceive it as more pleasing, even before we take our first bite. Now let's explore taste illusions. These are instances where our brains are tricked into perceiving flavors that aren't really there. For example, A strawberry-flavored drink can taste like apple if colored green. Our minds associate green with apple, altering our perception. So, taste is not just a sensory experience, but a psychological one too. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of taste and flavor, but there's still so much to explore. We've dipped into the 5 primary tastes, the role of smell, and factors influencing our preferences. We've unveiled the science behind food pairings and the psychology of taste. So why not embark on your own culinary adventure? Experiment with flavors, try new foods, and delve deeper into this delicious science. If you enjoyed this flavorful journey, make sure to like, comment, and share. Stay curious, stay hungry. Hey,